kids. That's
I
why
hate it when these conversations.
That's why y'all look so effeminate.
I hate it when these conversations.
6 years old.
You can just say
effeminate.
6 days old.
Stop doing it.
Effeminate.
Yeah, that's why
you could just be like, we just stop doing
what does that translate to? That translates to in Tel Aviv.
Mefitz B'peh is like the only thing.
Okay, it's not a good look though. It's just,
okay, can I respond to it?
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna end right here. Give me like
I feel like I'm like, okay, 30 seconds.
Give it a rest in something, man. So, and how does that translate? Y'all call yourselves the children of God. And in your cities, you allow homosexuality to proliferate. When God said homosexuality is an abomination against God. So how can y'all be the children of God when in the city that y'all say y'all running as the children of God, y'all allow gays to run rampant? And you think because on one day you join with Muslims and Christians and one day y'all condemn them, it don't mean shit to the gay people. They'll give y'all one day when they can get 364 other days when they can just be openly gay in the city that you say is of God.
Okay, can I respond now?
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Give it a chance.
You see how I was quiet?
So Jeremiah 17:4, folks. We're talking about why the Jews were taken out of the land of Israel. And it says in Jeremiah 17:4, same verse that we were quoting, that we were doing idolatry in the land. Now, I'm not here to say that Jews have been perfect for thousands of years, just quite the opposite. We recorded in our book that we're not. This is what separates us from the pharaohs of Egypt, who, according to their own tombstones, never did anything wrong. We've clearly displayed our sins throughout the Bible, as well as our righteous acts, and we broadcast them to the world. So 17:4, we were carried off because we worshiped the gods of others. We made Asherah trees, it specifically says. So in other places in the Bible, it describes the return of Judah to the land of Israel. And it talks about the building of Israel as a nation from the pieces that were scattered to the four corners of the world. So it's like this. You might be descended of a Jew. You might have Jewish lineage. Who knows? I don't know how you came through. They have the whole Igbo thing. You know, like, are the Igbos also Hebrew Israelites?
Some are.
But how do you explain?
Okay, so he says that some are. So that's what I'm saying.
Like this,
no, I didn't. I'm saying if you lost your heritage, let me give it back to you.
I think that's one bad.
I think to me. Pause.
He doesn't want the heritage. What does it mean to be a Jew? Tell me what it means to be a Jew in the world. What does it mean? What's your responsibility as a Jew?
As a Jew, it is your responsibility. I'm gonna speak from my organization. Thank you. So as a
don't speak from your organization. Speak from your heart. What does it mean? Because you're saying your organization. I'm saying if you're a Jew, it's in your heart. Speak from your heart.
That's the same thing.
Okay, go.
So being a Jew, it is our duty to wake up the other Jews or Israelites that are scattered across the four corners, because Jew is just one tribe. You had 12 other tribes or 11 other tribes: Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Naphtali, Issachar, etc. So it's our duty to keep the law, statute, commandments, obey the God, and then wake our people up. And if we would have been brought in that land in 1948, like y'all were brought in that land in 1948, there would be no gays.
But why weren't you brought to that land?
I didn't interrupt you when you talk.
I just asked a question.
No, don't ask why I'm answering. Let me finish. If we would have been brought there, it would be no gays. It wouldn't be no slaughter of innocent Palestinians.
I was asking you that.
It wouldn't be no slaughter of innocent Ethiopians. It wouldn't be no slaughter of innocent anybody, because the Bible says when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. And Israel is mourning because you imposters are there. So if we were the Jews and in that land, the earth would be better.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Would you bomb Palestinian children?
We would not. That's okay, what I said.
Hold up. Can I ask you a question?
And the crazy part about
can I ask you a question? Can I ask you
a question?
The crazy part about
man.
When you just talked,
there should be a word. Just like there was a live counter on the last one, but Dan, there should be a word counter on this one.
I tell y'all, every time he does this, because he's in his feelings. Because I was quiet the whole time you talked until you
take the timer.
So now, the interesting thing about Palestine, there's a video you can see where the Palestinians is welcoming these fake Jews with open arms. They coming in off the boats, coming in off the ships. And you was only supposed to take a certain part of land, but that wasn't good enough because y'all are murderous bastards. And so y'all start bombing them in the 50s, in the 60s, in the 70s. And then 2 years ago, I think now, Y'all start bombing them again. If y'all were men of God, as y'all say, y'all would have held to the deal, but you break every treaty like every white man does. You wouldn't be slaughtering innocent people that wanted to live cohesively.
You even did another 30 seconds,
with you
dude.
guys.
You're doing laps of 30
Stop being a
seconds.
crybaby. You don't even answer questions. You gotta stop being a crybaby.
All right, I'm gonna ask a 15-second question. You could talk all you want again. Ready?
Yes.
Since you're the real Jew, right? And you're
coming around,
and you're LARPing on me. You're LARPing on me, saying that like, hey, you guys came back to the land and did all this killing and shit. And if it was us, there'd be no gays in the land. And you're all talking like that. Let me ask you, since you're the real Jew, would you build the third temple?
If you know, biblically speaking, the third temple doesn't get built till the Messiah comes.
Oh, so what would you do with the land? Would you just like sit on it?
What we would do with the land is what we do in this land right now.
Sit on the street corners and yell at people?
He can't even hold true to what he said. They said, I'm going to ask you a 15-second question and I'm going to let you talk
Sorry to interrupt my own 30 seconds.
I just like to point out my superiority.
Okay, go. Superior one, go. Pharaoh.
See that?
Go, Pharaoh.
He coming along.
I'm calling him Pharaoh because he's...
No, I ain't Pharaoh, but I'm the superior one.
He's more Pharaoh
I'm
than
make a clip
Yehuda.
out of you when Jake put it up.
All right, let's go.
Thank you. So even in this land, we obey the laws. We don't break God's laws. We don't even break them.
You're not allowed to break the laws. It's against the Torah.
Not to y'all because y'all got gay niggas.
If people do it...
Wait. How can you say it's against Torah? You just cut yourself.
Can I answer?
Wait, I'm trying to finish.
Because God gave us free will. And people do bad things with their free will.
Free will.
Yes, he did.
There's no such thing.
That's what the Jews are.
You can't break God's law, and y'all are breaking God's law. That's how you know you're not. Because if you was gay in the Israelite world, in our community, we would condemn you. We would kick you out. You can't be
same
gay.
with our community.
Y'all embrace
can't be gay in our community either.
You can.
No, you can't.
Y'all push.
No, come around my block.
Y'all push.
Don't have gay in my block.
Promote gay.
I'll push you out my block.
All in Hollywood
with my own
is
man.
Gay. Social media is
we
gay.
walk into the streets, we say, yo, my jigger, jiggers, no jiggers gay up in this neighborhood. We don't have no gay jiggers in this neighborhood.
Yo, can I answer? Cosplaying?
I'm only cosplaying. You're cosplaying as a Jew right now.
He's gonna do blackface.
You can't. You're doing a horrible job.
Can I answer?
I want to bring up with the media that is largely Jewish.
And they're gay.
Hold on, let me answer. Children,
you ain't gotta say shit to us.
Children, take it down a few notches.
Okay? All right.
Here's the answer.
Child, though.
All right, child of God.
We just want real answers.
Child of Judah.
According to Revelation,
we don't want
okay. All right, Gabriel.
I have a friend.
Okay, hold on. Let me answer the gay thing.
You can.
So, because you said that I asked you if you're a Jew, what's your mission? You're like to wake up all the other lost Jews and tribes and blah blah blah, right? So like, the real mission of the Jewish people is not to. The real mission of the Jewish people is to teach people how to love Hashem, how to love God, the God of Avraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov. And in that, he gives very clear guidelines. In Leviticus 18:22, he says, it's to'evahi, it's an abomination to God. Now, he allows for humans to willfully violate his commandments. And that is proof that God created free will in this world. Now, it is through that same free will that we were created to love God. Our purpose is to be God's partner. That's why humans were created. So I'll ask you, Tazaria, you're shaking your head. You don't think this is real. Why do you think humans were created? I'll ask that before I phrase it as what is the purpose of life, but I have an answer for both. So why were humans created?
Are Jews better than non-Jews?
Are what?
Are Jews better than non-Jews? Are God's chosen people?
There's no such thing as better or worse. There's only different. There's no such thing as better or worse.
I would disagree. God created.
You think you're better than all the other people?
Yes, God created the children of Israel to be above. It says that in your book. In Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter.
Look, I wouldn't interbreed with any of you guys, but like I try not to put myself above you. You know.
1 second. In Deuteronomy 7 and in Deuteronomy 28, it says God. See how you still talking?
We can be honest though. We can be honest here. He's being honest.
I like to point that out because at some point, I just go off. And
I just want to point it out that if I'm not allowed to teach you anything, maybe I can teach you Hebrew and reconnect you with your lost roots.
I just want to talk.
You know what I'm saying? Since you're the Jew,
I just want to talk now.
Since you're the Jew and I'm the imposter Jew.
He's explaining that he thinks.
I know, no, I get it. I get it.
I
just want to try to teach something.
It's more like warning. Like,
I want to try to teach
you ask me to talk, and then you ask for to finish, and I let you finish, and then you constantly interrupt me. At some point, I'm gonna just interrupt you all day.
That's okay.
Because we have to give respect. No,
okay.
No.
So let's try to give each other time.
I just want to say, set the timer for 10 seconds, and I'll finish in the 10 seconds.
Just go.
Okay, 10 seconds.
You can have 30.
I want to try to teach you something today about my culture and my heritage. And if it's only one thing, let it be the Hebrew language that you claim to have been disbanded from that I seem to know. Mm-hmm. So let me teach you Hebrew.
So now with all the
would you at least learn Hebrew from me? No. It's just the language.
No, so I all think we're better.
What about Aramaic?
Wait, no, you can't.
Because Aramaic, we also grew up with that in the home.
Okay, so
maybe I can teach you both our biblical languages. You know,
I'm gonna answer
supposedly Jesus spoke Aramaic, so like kind of weird that like I grew up with Aramaic in the home, right?
Got you. So I'm gonna answer that question.
Whatever, I'm an imposter.
I'm gonna say thank you. So I'm gonna answer that. Then I'm gonna answer Jake's question. Psalms 147, 19 and 20 say, he showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and commandments to Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. You are not an Israelite, so you can't teach me shit.
613
statutes. So now I'm going to answer Jake's question. In Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter, and Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, God said he chose us to be above all nations on the planet.
All right.
So the only way we could be above, see how you in his feelings again?
I find your honest opinion.
It's
okay if you believe that. I like white people and things.
Can I finish?
Yeah, you can finish.
Okay, thank you.
You can finish.
So now, if God said he chose Israelites to be above, then he chose us to be better. Now, does that better mean we got to deal unjustly with other people? No. So like, I believe that we're better than every other race of people. But when I'm around other races, and if I'm doing business with him, I'm gonna do business with him. If I gotta have a conversation with him, I'm gonna have a conversation with him. I just prefer my people first.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that. I think we're the best. I think we're the best everything.
I love you for that, by the way. I just want to say, and also you for.
I like my people most.
I love you for being so super white power.
Not white power.
Whatever you are, white leader.
I don't hate other races.
White leader who wants to lead the whites, right?
Yeah. I get it. Hold on.
Let me.
White supremacists because I talk to people like you
guys. I get it. And I appreciate you guys so much right now because I'm gonna come out so hard on Jew power, right?
Let's go.
I'm gonna come out so hard on it right now. He doesn't want I don't want to be like this guy who like goes around walking saying I'm better than you. I want to try to be able to learn from everyone first of all. Hold on. Let me finish. But the fact that like I grew up knowing Hebrew and Aramaic and like advanced mathematics and like just like powerful knowledge that sets me apart from everyone, including like the gate keys to all ancient history. I do feel like I'm more special than y'all.
There you go. Say it.
That's
why we were asking.
I think I'm more special than y'all. And like, I don't want to gloat. I don't want to dance around you guys, but I do want to share with you guys, especially someone like you who like believes he has a deep ancient connection to this. Like, even if it's just the Hebrew language, you feel me? Like, you should learn the Hebrew language. Read the Bible in the Hebrew language, the real language it was written in. There's no disputing that. You know what I'm saying? And then Aramaic, too, because Aramaic, all the best commentaries of the Bible are written in Aramaic, and there's a reason for this, and I want to teach you.
As many of you guys know, I run a free speech podcast. That comes as a price. It's being demonetized everywhere. So one way to support the podcast is to buy your books from AntelopeHillPublishing.com. Dave's selection is the Trans Industrial Complex. This book covers the money-making machine of the trans industries and shows it's not to help people, but to make money and get rich. So again, if you want to support the podcast, go to AntelopeHillPublishing.com and be sure to use promo code FIGHTBACK. That'll save you money and support me. Thank you.
As many of you know, I have many controversial guests, so that comes at a cost of being demonetized everywhere. So if you want to support the program, go to fightbackpodcast.com, and I have all kinds of merch on there, whether it's jiu-jitsu, fighting, political, and other accessories. And thanks for the support.
Because when God made the angels different from man in the sense that they do not have free will, the way that man has free will made in the image of God. The angels, hold on. They were not programmed with the language of Aramaic. They do not know Aramaic. And there's some secrets from heaven that if the angels knew that man was taking it out of heaven with our free will, they would have stopped it. And the best biblical commentaries are written in Aramaic for that reason, because it's almost like a language of ancient. It's like almost like the ancient human street language, Aramaic. So those two languages, us Jews, we'd like to offer the world as a part of the collective quilt.
Let me simplify
and then
that.
you could crip walk all around and tell me
I
that
think I'm better than you guys.
You know,
Thank you for being honest.
Right.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
I appreciate your honesty.
Can I respond?
Thank you
to
guys
that?
for this coming out moment.
Okay.
I am a Jewish supremacist.
We have no problem with that.
No, I'm just kidding.
That doesn't bother us.
I'm
Can
kidding.
I just respond to that?
I just want
I
to
just want to point out that
you don't have to hate to be a racist. All love.
Yeah,
No,
we all agree.
Yeah.
I just want to
Go,
respond to
go.
especially the
We'd
stereotype.
all feel proud of our racism.
Thank you.
Especially the stereotype.
This was a coming
of
out
Creek
moment for me. Thank
But
you.
I want to
guys.
highlight something, is that when he's mentioned about his knowledge of Hebrew, his knowledge of Aramaic, his knowledge of math, none of that got him out of the condition that they was in. What got them out of the condition that they was in was begging other white people for help against their enemies. The Bible said the children of Israel cried to God, and God sent Moses and delivered them from their enemies. What Jewish people did was beg other white people, and then them white people went to war and freed y'all. To this day, the only reason y'all are in power is because another white man helps you. I didn't interrupt you, dude.
You're right.
Thank
I'm going
you.
to self-regulate.
It's because another white man did it. God didn't help y'all. Trump helped y'all. Before Trump, it was Eisenhower. Before that, it was another president.
Okay, can I
You gotta
respond?
let me finish,
Okay.
man. You just talked at length. I did not interrupt you till you was done.
I'm just thinking of a good clip to make.
Then
You know what
just
I'm
gotta
saying?
really keep your lips slit.
I'll try my best.
Thank you. So when you try to make it seem like your Hebrew makes you smart, when you think your understanding of the Torah make you smart, none of that helps
Okay, I
you
wanna
get in your
respond.
position of power.
You're saying
What
that we
helped
just
you
begged
get
the
in your
white man.
position, you
Also, what
did.
we did
And
was we
what y'all
cured
do now to
tuberculosis.
this day
We created
is
the
you
MRI
scream
machine. We
anti-Semitism.
did
You
a lot
bring
for
up
the
the
world.
Holocaust.
Let's give him.
Okay.
You scream anti-Semitism. You scream about the Holocaust. You beg Trump for help at will, to where it's America's funding of you that keeps you in power. It's America's military that keeps you in power. Iran would have whooped y'all ass. And it's Trump that keeps y'all in power, not God. So your God is Trump. Your God is Elon Musk. Your God is America. So all that Hebrew shit you know is irrelevant. All that Aramaic you know is irrelevant, because if you believed in the Most High, y'all would have prayed to him, but y'all prayed to Trump. That's why men like Jake don't like Trump no more. That's why men like Jake don't like Elon Musk no more.
Trump don't like my
Because
wife. He likes his wife.
Yeah, Elon Musk can now say Jewish people are peak white because enough Jewish people went and begged and
give him a
bowed
chance,
down
though.
to Donald Trump. So that's all that Hebrew you know. Y'all pray to that God.
Let's give him a chance to respond.
Okay, that's right.
I agree with a lot of what you said. I'm not trying to be unbiased, but that's my issue with Trump and all this. By the
Yeah.
way.
I'm gonna
I
say-
feel like he's betrayed
That's why
my
they
people
stay in power.
for his
Guys,
people.
I had to put my hood on for this.
Let's go. Break it down.
I had to
Go
put my
hard.
hood on for
Now
this.
watch he don't get interrupted.
God is the reason why we won all 7 wars on all 7 fronts this summer in 6 months and defeated all of our enemies within a short period of time. God is the reason why we won the 6-Day War. God is the reason why we were even brought back in 1948 to begin with, when Qadar al-Hussein was killed by a stray bullet, ending the independence. Unbelievable miracles take place daily in the land of Judah and Israel. And we export Jews from America all sorts of amazing inventions. You say that it was the white man who freed us, and the white man did this, and the white man did this. It does say in the Bible things about Esau and his descendants helping the Jewish people, as we are genetically related to the Romans. But in a much more larger context, it is important to understand one thing, that the Jews are such a powerful nation today because of our contributions to humanity. The reason why we're untouchable in the Middle East is because we have 400 nuclear warheads with the most advanced
built in
space
America.
program. It was Einstein who created the nuclear everything. So, a Jew. So when you want to talk about the Jewish contribution to humanity and why it is,
Where did they get the uranium?
There were
Stolen from
things that
America.
came through Jews that benefited the whole world, like the cure for tuberculosis, which today attributes to 500 million lives that were saved from tuberculosis, extending family life for 10 to 20 years. Unbelievable and unprecedented amounts of medical technology. So much the Jews have offered
COVID
the
vaccine.
world. You know, I actually think that's Nazi. I think the COVID vaccine came from Joseph Mengele, Operation Paperclip at Pfizer.
COVID vaccine started with a black
Jews
woman.
have done some good. I'm not disagreeing with Jews have done some great things.
Yeah, the
too. I'm not
COVID
disagreeing with that.
vaccine started with a black woman. And you can't name a war y'all won without white assistance.
A what?
What I would agree
A
with.
war y'all won without white assistance.
This
The
last
white
one?
children
Even
are
the state
dying
of
for
Israel
Jewish
was not
wars.
even. Was that your first location?
The state of Israel?
Yeah.
You know, I believe that God can acquire
I'm just
salvation
asking. I'm
through
not
any
asking
means.
about God.
And he chose to bring it about
I'm
through
not asking
secular
about
Jews.
God.
I'm
Well,
telling you
I'm-
what God
no,
did.
wait, you got to hear the
Jews.
question.
I'm answering
again.
the
No,
question.
hear the question again.
I don't believe that the Jews are in control
You
of
gotta
Israel.
hear
I
the
think that God
question.
is
You
in
said you're
control of
talking 'cause You
Israel.
don't want to hear the question.
And this is what God wants.
When y'all were trying to get your state, a place to put the Jewish people, was the state of Israel the first location?
Yes.
That's a fucking lie.
No, to
the
some,
first location, y'all was
you're
going
gonna
to
say
Haiti.
Uganda, but I'm
no,
not allowed
I'm
to
not
respond.
gonna say Uganda.
Madagascar, didn't they
He
talk
doesn't
about,
even
or
know
is it-
about
or is
Uganda.
that- or is that Hitler's
I wasn't
thing?
gonna start.
He doesn't
there.
even know about
Y'all was
Uganda.
looking in South America. You was looking in Haiti, and you was looking in Africa. No place wanted y'all.
You want to know
and then
something?
the Palestinians decided
We
to
didn't
let y'all
believe
come
that
there.
God would
if
even
y'all
redeem
were the
us.
children, that's a lie.
Yeah, we didn't.
That is an absolute
We went-
lie.
we
y'all
went-
would have went anywhere
we went to
that would have
Jerusalem.
allowed y'all to go. If South America would have accepted y'all,
In the Bible.
y'all would be saying the state of Israel is in South America.
You want to know
Africa
something?
would have accepted y'all would have said the state of Israel is in
And that
Africa.
is
Even Africa
because,
said no.
and
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
because at the time, the wandering exiles of the tribe of Judah
no.
did not think that God
Y'all were
was
not
ready
the
to
real
redeem
people.
them. We were
And he still
surprised by our
hasn't.
independence. A
Y'all
minority
needed
of
America
Jews
to
fought
do
the
that for y'all.
independence.
Y'all needed
Not
America.
even the
Y'all
entire
needed
vast
everybody
majority of Jews
Y'all would not
believed
have
that independence
that
was
state.
even a
Y'all
possibility.
would not have that state.
You know, my
without your white
grandfather
brothers
was
helping
running.
you.
My grandfather was.
The UN gave it.
Y'all
I'll
would
tell
not
you.
have it.
My grandfather,
weapons,
a
they
blessed
told us.
memory.
And fund y'all to
Hold up,
this
listen
day.
to this.
Y'all
My
get
grandfather-
Holocaust money. You
Let
get
him- let him
military
finish.
money.
Damn, you
get
guys talk like
weapons.
let
black
him go
women.
real
You're
quick.
like, I feel like there's no way
You
to
get
get a
More
word in.
stereotype.
I know I'm doing
Like,
stereotype. You're
See, like, and the
stereotyping
thing
me.
about it is, I'm not
you
stereotyping
could say,
you.
I'm not allowed to stereotype you.
said
Okay,
you said
stereotyping
we're
you is off
talking like
limits. I won't
black-
stereotype.
I don't care that you do.
I know. It's
Again,
like,
I like to show my superiority because I don't have to do that to
if
beat
you
your
wanna-
ass in this
I know
debate.
you are.
When you say black woman,
If you want to show
you
your
can't
superiority,
handle the
you should let me.
conversation,
You
so
should
now
let me
have
talk.
to go to low vibrational words.
You're right.
I don't have to do
I
that.
insulted you,
I can
and
ju- you didn't insult me.
then
I'm not bothered.
okay. Then show your
I
superiority by
clearly
letting
cut
me
you to the
respond.
core.
Let me respond.
Somebody's saying, "Let me respond." When all you've done is interrupted. You're the child.
I'm sorry.
You're the child that's pouting.
B'nai
You're the
Yisrael.
child that's spoiled, that's been allowed to do whatever you want in America, and you're standing in front of somebody.
Don't hate on Jewish
that would
excellence,
not
man.
like
it's not
let
that we
you
don't
do
want
it.
We don't want.
I'm
we're
not even
not
bothered at whatever excellency you got.
Pontificate.
But I can point out your hypocrisy,
Okay.
which is what I'm doing.
Come on, let me speak.
I don't care about your power.
Okay,
I don't
you
care
said
about
it.
none
I'm a
of that.
hypocrite. Let me answer. Can I answer?
Definitely.
Okay, now show me.
What
your
are you answering?
Give him a chance to go real quick.
What are you
Yeah, show me
answering?
your superiority by let me answering in full.
What are you answering?
I honestly don't even know the question because you covered like
Because it
8
wasn't-
different topics.
Because
So
it
I'm going to
wasn't
go
no
back to the.
question that I asked.
I'm going to
I
go
have a
back
couple
to the
more
very
throughout, too.
Yeah, let
beginning.
Jake
Unless you
ask a
want
question.
something.
I don't have no question.
I
that
have a
asked
couple.
you.
Here's something that bothers me as a white person, right?
Right.
Like, I was always taught to hate my own people, that we
Mhm.
absolutely were terrible to black people. And we were. I'm not making excuses
Thank
for that.
you. I appreciate
We were.
the
I
honesty.
apologize that.
Right.
But then it was just pushed so heavily. Roots, this,
Mhm.
hate myself, feeling this self-shame.
You mean like when you say roots and stuff, you're talking about from
the movie, like
right,
all
and
the
what it
terrible
would do to
all
you
the terrible
guys
people,
for us.
all the terrible stuff we've
Right.
done. Like we've done some terrible stuff. Not that we haven't, but it was
Right.
pushed so heavy on me. And then one day, someone sent me a list of all people making these movies, books, and also a list of who ran
Who was
most of the
making
slave
and who was
ships.
making it?
And then when I go, the Jews overrepresented the slave trade, and then the
Yeah.
Jews pushed the hate and didn't
Oh,
show
so
any
we're going
Jews.
down this Jewish
I'm just
slave
going real
thing.
quick. We're not going to go deep into this,
Right.
but as a white person, that really bothered
wanna
me.
tell you about
and I'm
the-
not saying we're innocent in this. You know,
Right.
we take some guilt,
It's
but
a
it was
Some
conglomerate,
guilt.
but
They like
try
to say
make it
that the
seem like
Jews
it's only
ran the slave
white
trade and
people.
the
I
white
think they
people
were
No, I
didn't do
don't
it.
think that- if
It's
we
like
wanna
an
say-
overwhelming minority of Jewish slave traders. 99% of Ashkenazi Jews during the time of the slave trade lived in abject poverty. Like Shantytown,
but they owned a lot of the
Jamaica
slave
was
ships
like
and
the
stuff.
Jewish neighborhood.
I think the historical way to say it and I like that you said you're
That
not
just
taking
bothered
away
me
from the role of white
we
people
were
doing
involved.
it.
We were involved.
But what Jewish people like to do is be innocent of any evil.
They push it all.
They try
on
to
us.
make it seem like no.
But
we're
my
not doing
ancestors
it.
didn't
It's
own any
somebody
slaves
else.
or scalp
when
any
you,
Indians.
when you
No,
go
I'm
to
not saying
names
in
of the
general, but I'm
ship
talking about
owners,
Jews in
and
general,
all of them
and they made all
were
these
Jewish.
movies.
The Abigail was owned by Aaron Lopez. The Crown,
Lopez,
the Nassau, the Anna, the Eliza.
Lopez.
Yeah, those are Jewish names.
Lopez.
I would do the history.
Come on, if you said Shapiro, I would have felt like I got caught.
I would do the history.
Lopez.
They were over.
Yo, I'm not
way
taking
overrepresented.
advantage for
The Hester
Lopez,
and the Elizabeth
Gutierrez,
were owned by
Hernandez,
Mordecai
Sanchez.
and David. The Antique, the Betty, the Polly, the White
you got
Horse.
this shit
There's a
ready.
list of
This is
Jewish.
retarded.
There's list of Jewish owned
But they
slaves.
blamed it
but
all
you'll
on my
make it seem
people,
like
and that
Jewish
bothered
people
me.
didn't have a hand in it.
Yeah,
And
Lopez
they
is
make
not
movies
Jewish, man.
driving
There's no
hate.
world
Right.
where
I
Lopez
feel like
is
there was
Jewish.
a hatred driven between black and white people intentionally. The NAACP, I'm sure you
You
know.
think
that
that
was,
we
that was
founded
ran
by
Jews.
Jewish people.
Even
Black
Martin
Lives Matter,
Luther, Black
Jewish
Lives
people.
Matter, Jewish.
Man.
Even Martin Luther King speeches. Malcolm X is real
So,
as fuck.
are we responsible for all of your guys' victimhood?
No, you're not. But I'm just pointing out how.
Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm
You
saying.
guys are
That's
both.
not a greater
You guys are
victim.
both
There's
victims
not
of
a
the
greater-
Jews.
Greater.
You guys are both that
if I
hard
could.
victims of the Jews.
If I could,
Well, they did do
Come
some
on,
manipulation towards
man.
it.
Do you guys really feel like you're victims of the Jews?
a little bit.
I
You
don't
really?
feel.
You feel victimhood?
I don't think I'm a victim.
Don't
but I
let
think
him
there
do
was
that,
this-
Jake,
I think there was
Don't let him do it, Jake.
There
He
was
might be
hatred-
winning.
There was hatred different between me and him over things that we had.
And you
some
think that the
responsibility
Jews
in.
did that?
Look who runs Hollywoods, who made Roots, who
Bro,
made.
do you know that
who
it
ran
was
the
the
slave
Jews
ships?
that marched on Selma with
Yeah, we do. That was
Martin
that's
Luther
kind of
King
a point.
Jr.?
That was kind of the point we're
The
making.
Jews were very
This is
involved
kind of
with
the
that.
exact point we're making.
Right.
Jews wanted civil rights in this country.
But at what cost? To
you know
try
what?
division?
Everything has like
Civil
a.
rights
I'll
was a
tell you.
detriment for black people, though.
Let me ask.
But what I
Black
want
people done better
to,
or
would
Would you
Civil
rather
rights.
have been? Would you
How-
rather
I
have been
would.
3/5 a
I
slave,
would
or
rather have had my own cities.
okay? So
Okay,
would you,
they were
when we
would you
talk about
want? Would
civil
you want to
rights, when
do
you talk
that in
about
your
civil rights,
ancestral
there's
homeland
Jewish-
of Israel?
There's Jewish.
Would you want that in your
Don't- don't
ancestral
spin,
homeland
though. I
of
think-
Israel? I'm not
don't spin.
spinning.
You are
agree
because
with
you
this
You say
topic.
that every
I think
response
this-
is
I think
because
it's
you
an
talk
important
about
topic.
civil rights has nothing to do with the homeland of Israel.
Has that helped black
Civil
people?
rights is in America.
All right,
Civil
so-
rights did not help black people.
Let
It
black
destroyed
people
black
be the
people.
judge of this
In
one.
Jewish
Yes.
cities,
I will
you're
not.
allowed to have